Every year, the Dearborn City Beautiful Commission gives out the Residential Standard of Excellence Awards to those residents who have made an extraordinary effort in maintaining their homes. Early in the summer, City Beautiful Commissioners are sent all over town in search of homes that are beautifully landscaped or well-maintained. One home from each of the city's neighborhood districts is selected to receive an award for excellence. On this edition of This Week in Dearborn, Mayor O'Reilly had the chance to visit with one of this year's award-winning families and a family who has won a residential award 5 times, which means they have been inducted into the City Beautiful Residential Hall of Fame.
Hello, we're here with Jason and Denise Thomas, and we're here because they are the winners this year of the prize for really taking care of their property and demonstrating what it really means to say we're going to go over the top here and we're going to make a statement, and you certainly did, and it's wonderful. And this is a lot of work here, and it's really nice and it's so beautifully done. So why'd you do it? Why is it important?
Because it makes our city look beautiful.
Exactly, and your neighborhood looks beautiful. We get rid of all the construction, but just think, you have nice new roads and everything. But so how long have you been like kind of decorating and doing this? I mean,
4 years.
Oh,
we moved here 4 years ago.
Oh, okay, very good. And did you know that the city gives awards and stuff for that when you moved here?
No, we had no idea.
Yeah, it's been going on for a long, long time, and it's one of our ways that we, encourage others to look at what their neighbors are doing and say, well, maybe I better get a little busier, which is the thing, a little thing. And what about you in school? Do you do anything in school to make the school prettier?
I like thanks my friends and
And maybe your friends will see you. How about with you at school? Do you do anything to make the school look better?
Yeah, we put pictures up in the hall and stuff.
Well, again, we're really proud of you. And so how otherwise is living in Dearborn? All right for you?
Oh, we love it.
Oh, good. All right, good. I'm glad to hear it. I should acknowledge our City Beautiful Commission, because we've actually had the City Beautiful Commission for decades and decades. And their mission is not only to give these awards, but to go out and look for properties that aren't being maintained and let us know, and do projects with the school kids to teach them about taking care of property and everything. So in Dearborn, this has been going on a very long time, and we're so glad that you embraced it. That's wonderful. You do it because you want to do it, but it's nice when people say, hey, you did a great job. That was outstanding. So, and that's what we're saying today. Outstanding. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Mayor.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And thank you. Well, hi, I'm here with Marguerite and Louis Cancel, and we're here to celebrate their incredible success in terms of taking care of their property and being recognized for it. Now, they're in the Hall of Fame. How does that feel?
Wonderful.
Yeah,
it's a wonderful feeling. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor.
You bet.
Thank you.
Well, it's our wonderful commissioners who go out and they look through the whole city and look for people who've taken special care and really showing that they care so much about their neighborhood and everything. And boy, you guys are right there.
Thank you.
Thank you. We look at how beautiful it is, and I know that takes a lot of time and trouble, and you do a great job. And we recognize, as you know, because you come to some events, we like to acknowledge when people do something special.
That is very nice.
And they set a good example, and you both have set such a wonderful example. So we are so happy.
We try very hard to do so.
And we honor you. So, and you've been here 30, how many years?
39.
39 years.
39 this August 18th.
Yeah, and you're still very comfortable? Everything's good?
Beautiful. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I
Good.
wouldn't have it
Very
any other
good.
way.
Nobody bothers us. We
No,
don't bother nobody.
no. It's beautiful, beautiful.
It's
and I have
great.
inspired the neighbors. They always come by to
yeah,
check the garden, and you get to meet them that way.
And that's what you hit it on the head.
Exactly.
Because that's what happens when people see you doing it. They say, well, maybe we should do something, right? And that's what really does it.
It's a
so
good
great.
incentive,
Good.
because
Good.
it's beautiful. It's colorful. It's joyful.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, this is joyful. So this is a good way to end. We're joyful because their home is so beautiful, and they can be so proud, and they've set a standard that's very high, and we're so proud of them. Thank you all.
Thank you so much,
All
Mr.
right.
Mayor.
Very good.
Thank you for stopping by.
And thank you for watching this wonderful show and learning a little bit more about the people who make our city great.
The Residential Awards is not the only program the City Beautiful Commission sponsors every year. They also sponsor the school ecology program that gives students in elementary schools across the city a chance to participate in a variety of projects to teach them about the importance of keeping their home, school, and city clean. Here's the highlights of some of the projects Dearborn students completed in the spring. This is the 10th year Wayne County has sponsored the Green Schools Recognition Program. This program was designed to give faculty and students an incentive to work on projects that improve the environment and conserve energy. The current Green Schools initiative specifies 27 different activities schools can complete to receive their certification as a green school. Schools are given 1 point for each of the activities they complete. Throughout the year, students dedicate themselves to completing projects that will get their school the honor of being named a green school. The highest designation a school can receive is the Evergreen status, which is given when a school earns 20 points. Here are the Dearborn schools that worked really hard last year and earned the honor as an Evergreen school. At Duval Elementary, the students recycle many items.
I recycle cardboard, paper, and plastic.
These students have found a unique way to reuse the plastic bags they collect.
For the past few weeks, we have been collecting plastic bags to go around into the classroom and teach the students how to make plastic bag jump ropes.
At Duval, some of the classrooms learned the importance of protecting the environment by taking care of animals both in the classroom and at the zoo.
All the 5th grade classrooms have classroom pets that they take care of and learn responsibility in taking care of pets. And like a few months ago, some classrooms went to the zoo and every student in the school voted for an animal at the zoo that they wanted to adopt an animal for. We chose the grizzly bear and the tiger.
They also learned why it's important to recycle.
It's important to recycle because without recycling, we wouldn't have all the beautiful settings around us because landfills would all be full and it would cost more money for garbage trucks to go to different landfills.
A few years ago, the students at Fordson created an outdoor classroom, and since it opened, they have been dedicated to maintaining this beautiful courtyard.
You know, sometimes on the weekends, so our students have been able to come out and really beautify this courtyard, really give a wide variety of plants that really bring up the whole image of the school. It's one of my favorite places to be in the school. A lot of times some classes can even come out and they like to spend an hour reading. Usually in our AP Lit class, we used to come out and do some poetry because of the peaceful environment that it created.
The students really appreciate the value of having this unique outdoor area.
It's nice to have for the environment, build on the environment. It also shows the students that the school cares about the environment, and it helps the students want to do the same.
Because in a school environment, you need to feel comfortable and you need to feel that there's some beauty in learning. So if you come out here, like sometimes you feel more relaxed and more open to learning, and it's basically just a comfortable way to express ourselves in this environment.
Not only has the courtyard given students a beautiful place to learn, it also allows them to grow food items that they can share with others.
We mainly grow crops and we give them out to the community, to people who need it.
At Fordson, the students recycle many items.
We had recycled clothes donated, we had papers, batteries, and other stuff where people would put in their classrooms. They'd be collected, I think every once a week or twice a week by certain students, and they come and collect those.
The students at this high school recognize that recycling is key to protecting the environment.
In our science classes at Fortson, we learn about how some of these landfills can pollute and have detrimental effects on the environment, and what we can do as a person to help the environment around us. And then each of us does our job by reusing, reducing, and recycling, the 3 R's. We're able to get together and create a great environment.
The students at Henry Ford planted a tree and held an assembly to celebrate the many school beautification projects they worked on.
To show the parents how we built our garden and talk about it.
Maintaining the gardens at their school gives the students a chance to understand why it's important to protect the environment at their school.
We have our native garden, and we have been working on it so we could keep our school beautiful and healthy.
In addition to the garden and keeping the outside of their school clean, these students are also recycling at school.
They have been recycling. They have been raising money to help the bats and homeless and stuff like that.
Students at Henry Ford have also been encouraging their classmates and their families to recycle more.
We also like to tell our students and teachers to recycle and to use reusable water bottles instead of plastic water bottles, so it can be better for the environment.
They also learned why we should all be recycling.
It's important because we can clean up the environment and we're not making it a mess.
Students at O.L. Smith worked on many projects to help their school.
Well, the plants behind here, we have a group in Miss Elder's class where they water them, and then we do the recycling. And to keep our school looking good, besides the plants, we also do the bulletin boards and stuff like that. And that's about what we students do in Miss Elder's class. I don't really know. I mean, other kids do plan things, but that's about it.
Working hard to keep O.L. Smith clean shows how the students feel about their school.
Kids actually care about it, and we don't want to keep our school filthy so that we can keep it a green school.
It says that the school's it's really clean, and they have really nice students and teachers there that care about their school and care about what it looks like and stuff like that, and they don't just throw stuff everywhere and stuff like that.
The school is planning on expanding their recycling program this year, and to get the students involved, they are learning why recycling is so important.
I think it's important to recycle because if you don't recycle the things that you do recycle, they can be used for different purposes, not only what they were made for. If you, for example, if you recycle a can, you can use that for a pencil holder or anything like that.
I think it's important to recycle because if you don't recycle, then the world's going to be really nasty out there, and there's going to be stuff flying around all over the place, so.
Miller School is currently recycling many items with plans to expand the program this year.
We can also have a garbage can and a recycling can outside. There can be a recycling can near the garbage can, so you know which one's for recycling and which one's for trash.
The students are also learning why recycling is so necessary to protect our environment.
It's important to recycle because it keeps our city beautiful. It keeps the grass green, it keeps the trees alive, and if the trees weren't alive, then we wouldn't be alive. And for people that come here to visit, they wouldn't want to come to a city where it's dirty and nothing looks pretty, everything's disgusting, it smells horrible. No one would really want to stay in a place like that.
Because they have learned how vital recycling is, they are not only recycling at school, they also recycle at home.
At home we recycle things like plastic bottles, water bottles, and we also recycle the milk cartons and like plastic spoons and other things like that. It's important to keep our school and city clean because let's say someone was living here and we wanted to make sure that whoever lives here, that they like it and that it's beautiful.